Get it wrong. Oyinga nga muyombe ne speaker alinga tichibagasa kununula abantu bano. Bobo yombe na ekikugasa kununula abantu bano. People here, we fight for them until we die. And for any Ugandan who's inside there. Last time I talked about those people who are in what? Military court martial. You tell them they are not supposed to be tried in court martial. The following day you go and apply for bail for them from court martial. It's a contradiction in terms. Just insist they are not supposed to be tried here. Full stop. But the minute you go there and tell them you want to bail for them, it's as if you are agreeing they should be tried there. Anyway, that's for another day. Kwata loyo wamanyi boti nomutwako bigere agenda kuodereza omuntu watagenda kufuna kona ekikumi ne kubanga mmanyinze ate amanyine ekibiina akyagala n'akikola. Quietly we do, but unfortunately when they come out, they want to find some easy targets to, I don't want to say to, I want to choose a good word so that I don't appear to be crude. We talk to them privately, but we expected them to also reciprocate and talk to us and seek advice where it is required. Nobody is demanding from them that when you give you advice, you have to tell everybody it's from us. What you want is end game. I told you I'm a chess player. The most important part is end game. Does not matter how you play the opening or the middle game. The end game, how do we release these people here? Even if it means now you people going to Otafiri and tell him release our people and he releases them. That's what the family wants first. Politically can come later. And even now, you have heard on many radios, this one I'd forgotten. TV, some people are really now start discussing whether Mr. Mpuga has done a good job or not. Seriously? Huh? Seriously? We are talking about 18 people who are missing, and then people say, who's going to be the next slope? And some people are very serious about it. Some people want to find fault with Mpuga, and they want him to miss the second term. Maybe he's also fighting for the second, I don't know. But the issue is, how can we reach that low at this stage? Ugandans were fighting for human rights of the people. Then we start discussing who is going to be the next slope.
You seem not to be agreeing with the boycott, the way it is going. Are you going to pull out as the FNC?
You pull out before talking? Answer quickly also. Huh? We reach that stage when it is time to get there. And I will not tell you the details of what we discuss inside now, which I'm privy to, but I cannot disclose each and everything at this stage. Some things you give them the benefit of doubt. By tomorrow, maybe but fighting. Yeah? Alan. How are you? Headquarters of the mighty party FDC. Today I have two issues I want to talk to you about. The first one, you see here with me a young man who is our Youth League chairman, Mr. Adepo Francis. He has something to introduce. He has some people we want to introduce to you of one of our chapters. And afterwards, I go to my main issue today. So, Mr. Adepo, please introduce our young men, and then we.
Well, greetings to all the media family that are here, our dear party leaders who are present, watching us on TV, both within the country and in the diaspora. We bring you warmly greetings from the Forum for Democratic Change Youth League. As the party youth chapter, we are looking at a variety of issues, some of which we shall have ample time to come and address the media in our respective time to come. But as of today, I want to put the attention to the country that we are having massive interactions and movements in the respective institutions, especially universities and other institutions of learning. Last week on Friday, we had just concluded the Makerere University chapter elections, and we had the new leadership instituted democratically. Amidst me, I have a team of the Makerere students that emerged victorious in the different positions. And these are the people I want to introduce to today. Number one is our chairperson, who is Mr. Rubambura Kahuhi Onesimus, a gentleman there, very strong and energetic, who is ready to revamp Makerere and make sure that the FDC gets the 90th guild position as far as Makerere is concerned. We have the vice chairperson, Madame Musoki Glorious. Please come over.
All of you come.
Come over.
Introduce.
Madame Musoki Glorious Gift. She's a very strong iron lady from the Ivory Tower of Makerere. She emerged victorious in that position. We also have Mr.
Come behind here so that you ask him.
We also have Miss Kohaire Faith, who is the Women Affairs in the chapter. And amidst me also I have a gentleman who was recently appointed by the current Youth League, who is Mr. Abena Itemaniful, the regional delegate that is in charge of the Western Uganda, to galvanize and bring the support of the FDC of the youth from that side. It is a team of 22, and the rest of the list shall be uploaded on our website for all the members to know our leadership in the Makerere University. As the youth, we are much more committed to drive the youth wing of the party so that it is renovated and revamped to emerge victorious in the respective positions of elections that are yet to come. I don't want to speak much because our time is basically going to be given to us in the respective press briefings. Thank you so much, Mr. KIKONYOGO. Adepo Francis is my name, the National Youth League Chairman of the Forum for Democratic Change.
Quickly.
Tweyanziza bannamawulire olwaleero tubasanyukidde okujja okutulabako ku kitebe kyaffe kya FDC nga twogerako gye muli nga Youth League y'abavubuka aba FDC. Olwaleero tulina ebintu bingi bye twandagadde okwogerako, naye tufunye okuwabulwa nti ekibiina kigenda tuwonako olulala, not today, to address a variety of the issues bye tulina okubuulira eggwanga. naye ng'omu ku mugendo gye tutambulirako twafuna okulonda okw'Emakerere University chapter era nga lwe
which everybody thought was a good idea. And we believe it was a good idea to plan for boycott. But from my experience, when we are planning a boycott, you have to look at many, many issues. How do you plan it? How many people do you expect to honor it? You know, a leader of opposition in parliament is a leader of opposition to many parties. I think it was necessary, and we believe it is still necessary, to have consulted all party leaders of other parties so that you move in consensus as people who are fighting for the rights of Ugandans. When we go into this thing, you don't expect to be the winner or the loser. You go in to save the people of Uganda first. Whether people praise you or not, that is secondary. From my experience in FDC, we have faced that one. If you try to look for political mileage out of it, or to look for being thanked by someone, there's nothing you can do. I give you examples which are factual as I move on, which happened to some of us, and all of you may be aware of them or not, and the people who are involved. Because now I can talk about them because they are in the past. It's very dangerous when you are still fighting to rescue someone. At the same time, you are fighting for political recognition. It's very, very dangerous. You may not succeed because those people who don't want you to succeed may end up even fighting from your own camp. You know, politics is not as easy as we look at it. So this boycott here, at first we thought it was for fighting for our 18 people who are missing. And we're not only fighting for those 18 people, we are fighting for even their families. Some of you have ever been arrested for political reasons. You know what it means. When you are arrested here, for you are not suffering as if more than the people you left at home. I tell you my personal example as we go on to illustrate this point. So these people were arrested. You have to fight for them as Ugandans, because if you don't fight for them now, this thing will continue. And before you know, your brother will also be arrested tomorrow because you'll be a way of life. Some of us who have been these things here as late as 1995. I was young, but I used to be one of those who were fighting for people who are in prison. Those days, many people here who are from Central and Western Uganda were not comfortable with our brothers from the North who are in those governments. When they saw us fighting for them, they told us, why do you fight for those people? They were killing us. We told them, you are stupid. When they finish them and say, way of life, they start on you. That was 1995. And if I ask all of you here, the people who are being arrested today, and you put there the Northerners and Central and Western Uganda, you find out that most people who are being arrested today are from Buganda and Western Uganda, which was the opposite then. So if you are sensible and you are forward-looking, you have to fight for something to be stopped by, stop the government from doing something bad to citizens, because the following day you may be a victim. They have been fighting us, the opposition here. Some of people in the NRM didn't care. But when it came to their primaries, the NRM, we saw it here. People were NRM fighting each other, even banning their supporters. So for us, FDC, we don't take this thing lightly. That's why we don't want political advantage out of it. When we go into it, we go into it to save Ugandans. So we expected our brothers, who are the leaders of the opposition, the government, to plan this boycott properly. You go into the boycott. Remember chess player, you just illustrate it in chess. How do you play the middle game, which we are in now? And what type of end game do you expect at the end of this exercise? All those things, you do it before you start the game. You plan the boycott, fine. If it goes on for 1 month, what will you be doing after 1 month? If the people were pushing to give you the report refuse to give you the report, what will you do? For us, we used to plan all those things. As you are fighting with them in Parliament, what will the party be doing at the headquarters? How many lawyers are you going to engage? As the other people are fighting in Parliament, others are on the street, others are going to the courts to rescue those in the court, others taking them food. All those things you must prepare for them. Don't reach a stage where you are at a loss yourself. You have boycotted, fine. You expect the thing to end in 1 week. It hasn't ended. It's going the second week, it hasn't ended. That time we were the speaker and you are near the same level. Now instead of fighting those people who arrested your people, now we are starting another war with the speaker. Before you start with another war with the speaker, you're also already fighting Najana Nkumbi. Eh? You end up being disorganized yourself because you didn't plan the middle game properly. This is what we expected our friends to have done properly. But now instead of handling the issue as it is, because even if you are playing a game and then you have a problem, you have to handle it accordingly, you are scapegoating. Those people, Najana Nkumbi, are not with us, maybe they are with the government. My fault. Najana Nkumbi is with the government as far as human rights is concerned. Are you serious? Is there any party which has ever suffered like FDC? In the short term, Amuriat was party president. He was arrested more than 45 times in 1 month. Every 1.5 days he was in prison. And then you say, this part, just say, eh? Because so and so, that's when Najana Nkumbi there must be on the other side. You don't know what you are talking about. You are the commander of the army. You have more than 100 troops in parliament. Before you go for war, you must prepare your army. They should have consulted, they are attacking them. I told you Muntu there. I can give you other examples. But some of the things we have to ask ourselves.
Bearing fruit, are you pulling out?
Have you been led to boycott?
In the boycott? Didn't we go out when Mr. Mwanga told us to get out? Didn't we? We went out. It's the leader opposition who is going to direct us on what to do next, if he so wishes. That's how I can answer it. But not by blackmail,